Hi, dear doctors and homeopathy lovers. Welcome to our channel Global Health Helpline. Today we will learn about a homeopathic medicine Ferrum Phosphoricum from the book Lectures on Homeopathic Meteria Medica by James T.Kent. It is the second part of this video. Please see the first part by clicking on the link given in the description box. Please subscribe our channel to be connected with us. Please like and share this video. Let's begin. Mouth. Welling edematous, from toothache. Swollen parotids. Bleeding from mouth and gums. Tongue dark red and swollen. Tongue white. Dry mouth. Inflammation of gums, fauces, tongue and tonsils. Pains in teeth, with red, hot, swollen gums, ameliorated by holding cold water in the mouth, and aggravated by warm things. Pains in the teeth after eating. Burning of the tongue. Elevation. Taste insipid, putrid, sweetish. Throat. Constriction of throat. Redness in throat and tonsils. Swollen tonsils. Heat in throat. Inflammation of throat and tonsils. Lumps in throat. Pain on swallowing, burning on S. Stomach. Appetite diminished. Ravenous appetite without relish of food. Appetite entirely gone. Aversion to food, meat, milk. Desire sour things. Distension of stomach after eating. Eructations, after eating, better, empty, of food, foul, sour. Water, brash. Fullness after eating. Heat in stomach. Hiccup in digestion. Inflammation of stomach. Nausea after eating, during pregnancy. Sudden attacks of nausea, coming at any moment, sometimes waking her out of sleep, lasting a short time. Nausea felt in the throat. Nausea while walking. Pain in the stomach after eating. Burning in the stomach, cramping. Pressing after eating on S. Great thirst for much water. Vomiting, morning, on rising, on coughing, after drinking, after eating, during fever, during headache, during pregnancy, riding in a carriage. Violent vomiting, blood, food, green, sour. Vomiting with inflammation and pain in the stomach. Abdomen. The abdomen is distended, and the liver and spleen are enlarged. Much flatulence, fullness and rumbling, gurgling. The abdomen is hard weight in the abdomen. I. Inflammation of the peritoneum. This remedy is curative in many complaints of the liver. Every pain in the bowels, in the morning, evening, night, on coughing, during diarrhea, after eating, during menses, as if menses would come on, paroxysmal, before stool, when walking. Pain in hypochondria, in liver. Cramping, colicky pains. Dragging, pressing, or bruised pains. Tension. Constipation, difficult stool. Constriction of anus. Diarrhea, in morning, afternoon, night, after midnight, after eating, painless flatus. Rectum and anus. Hemorrhage from anus, from piles. Hemorrhoids, external. Involuntary stools. Itching of anus. Moisture about the anus. Pain in rectum during stool, with dysentery, and fever. Burning during stool, after stool. Tenesmus. Pain in rectum from inflammation, constant, aggravation by pressure on stomach. Prolapse of anus, during stool, ineffectual urging to stool. Stool is excoriating, bloody, brown, frequent, hard, lenteric, slimy, green mucus, thin, watery, green watery. Bladder. Hemorrhage from the bladder or urethra. Inflammation of the bladder with fever. Pain in the bladder and neck of the bladder, tenesmus. Urging, constant, frequent, with pain in neck of bladder and end of penis, must urinate immediately, which ameliorates the pain, aggravated standing, only in the daytime. Adrenerging, must hasten or urine will escape. Frequent urination, involuntary urination in the daytime, ameliorated lying down, at night in sleep, on coughing, while walking. Pain in the kidneys with fever. Men. Gleety discharge from the urethra. Gonorrhea with heat in urethra in inflammatory stage, scanty, watery or mucus discharge. Hemorrhage from urethra. Burning in urethra during flow of urine. Urine albuminous, bloody, burning, cloudy on standing, dark, red, copious with headache, ammoniacal, scanty, much sediment, mucus, much uric acid, high specific gravity. Troublesome nightly erections and seminal emissions. Erections feeble, or entirely wanting. Sexual passion increased, or entirely absent. Women. In the woman there is slight change of symptoms, predisposition to abort, aversion to coition, or desire much diminished. Leukorrhea, excoriating, before menses, milky, thin, white. Chlorotic girls. Menses absent. Menstrual flow bright red, clotted, copious, dark, too frequent, intermittent, irregular, late, painful, pale, protracted, scanty, suppressed, thin, watery. Uterine hemorrhage. Pain in vagina during coition. Dysmenorrhea with fever and red face. Bearing down in pelvis with dull pain in ovarian region. Prolapses of the uterus. Sterility and sensitive vagina. Respiration. Acute catarrh of air passages. Inflammation of the larynx, with mucus, raw feeling and rattling in chest, fever, red face. Mucus in larynx and trachea, dryness in larynx. Burning in larynx, roughness in larynx. Hoarseness during coryza. Voice lost, weak. Respiration asthmatic. Spasmodic asthma. Dyspnea, evening, night, with cough, while lying. Rattling hot suffocative respiration. Twitching in chest on deep inspiration. Cough. Cough, daytime, morning on rising, evening, night, cold air aggravates, asthmatic, acute. Hot, spasmodic and very painful cough, deep breathing aggravates. Constant cough, with coryza. Dry cough. Cough after eating, exhausting, with fever. Hacking cough, cough from irritation in larynx and trachea. Loose cough lying aggravates cough. Cough in bed, paroxysmal cough, rattling cough. Spasmodic. Talking aggravates. Tickling, tormenting cough, aggravated on walking. Whooping cough. Touching larynx on bending head over, increased cough from taking cold phthisis. Expectoration in daytime, morning, bloody, bright red, dark, copious, difficult, frothy, greenish, mucus, offensive, purulent, scanty, putrid, thick, viscid, whitish, yellow. Anxiety in chest and region of the heart, catarrh of the chest. Congestion of the chest. Constriction of chest and heart. Insatiation of fullness, hemorrhage of lungs. Heat. Inflammation of bronchial tubes, lungs and pleura, oppression of chest. Pain in chest during cough, during inspiration, insides of chest, during deep inspiration. Onus in chest on coughing. Twitching in chest, insides of chest, on coughing. Right-sided pleuritis. Twitches, aggravated coughing and breathing. Palpitation at night with anxiety, on exertion and motion, while sitting, walking rapidly. This is a valuable temporary remedy in the acute colds during the course of phthisis. In acute phthisis, spasms of the chest with suffocation, fever and red face. Rheumatism in the upper thorax. Back. Coldness in back. Crick in the neck or back. Pain in the back at night, during menses, on motion, rising from a seat, while sitting, while walking. Cervical region, between shoulders, lumbar region during menses. Aching teaching pains in back tearing. Stiffness in back of neck. Cold extremities. Cold hands and feet. Cold feet evening in bed. Cold feet during headache. Contraction of fingers, result of rheumatism. Cramps in thighs, legs, calf, feet. Limbs. Blueness of fingernails. Hot hands, palms, soles. Heaviness of the limbs, upper limbs, legs. Inflammation of joints. Numbness of hands and fingers, legs and feet. Rheumatic pain in right shoulder and upper arm, of a drawing, tearing character, aggravated by violent motion of arm, ameliorated by gentle motion, like ferrum met, part sensitive, to touch. Deadness of the right hand, could not lift with the hand. Acute rheumatism of right shoulder joint, red, swollen and sore. Rheumatism of right deltoid. Rheumatism of wrist. Rheumatism of knee joint with fever. Gouty affection of joint sciatica. Pain in thighs. Or bruised pain in limb. Stitching pains in limbs, upper limbs, shoulders, hips. Tearing pain in shoulders, upper arms, hips. Hooting pains in both knees, extending down legs, with fever. Restless leg. Stiffness of lower limbs, of feet. Swollen joints, upper limbs, forearm, hands, feet. Dropsical and rheumatic swelling. Great weakness of limbs, of joints, knees, legs. The rheumatism goes from joint to joint, aggravated by the slightest motion. Leap. There are many dreams, anxious, confused, or failing, nightmare, vivid. Late falling asleep. Restless sleep. Sleepiness in the evening. Sleepless. Before midnight, with sleepiness. After once waking up he is sleepless. Chill afternoons, p.m. daily. Chill at night in bed. Chilliness. Aching chill. The fever predominates. Fever at any time with inflammation of organs, joints, or mucous membranes. Fever without chill. Dry heat with thirst. Flushes of heat. Hectic fever and night sweats. Internal heat. Remittent fever. Heat after sleep. Perspiration in daytime, morning, clammy, with great weakness, on slight exertion, following the fever, copious, during sleep. Skin. Burning skin. Coldness. Desquamation. Pale, red skin. Dry skin. Formication. Great sensitiveness of the skin. Skin feels sore. Ulceration. Mole withered warts. Thanks for watching full video. Press the red subscribe button and then bell icon to get the latest updates.